Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're listening, whatever time you're watching. Welcome to Your Onion podcast show. Today we have a special guest called Nour Tabet. Welcome, Nour.
Thank you.
Nour is the founder of Burroy Box. Although it looks like Burroy.
You can say it Burroy if you want.
Burroy Box.
Yes.
Welcome, Nour.
Thank you.
Like all my podcasts, I like to hand it over to you and just give us a brief insight into who you are, where you've come from, and why you're in Qatar.
All right. So my name is Nour Tabet. I come from Algeria. I am in Qatar because my family initially moved here 5 years ago. But then I started working here. I worked as a teacher for 2 years. And then now I work for Carnegie Mellon University in Qatar as a coordinator for outreach programs for computer science. So my background is actually computer science.
Okay.
Cybersecurity, to be more specific.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Actually, there was a cybersecurity event the other day at QFC.
Yes, that's true.
Were you there?
No.
Okay.
Because of work commitments. But I attended the last year and the year before.
Yeah.
So that's who I am and where I'm from.
That was very quick. But
Yeah.
how did you get into computer science in the first place?
That is a long story. Are you sure?
Well,
Okay,
can you,
in summary, I'm just kidding.
summarize?
In summary, initially I wanted medicine, but medicine was not an option where I was living, as I was living in Saudi Arabia actually initially, at that time. Yeah.
Hold on, you're from Algeria?
I'm from Algeria. I grew up. Okay, you want more details? That makes sense.
Well, come on, just.
Okay, so I was born in France. I'm from Algeria.
Okay.
And then I moved to Algeria when I was almost 2 years old.
Yeah.
And then a few years later, which is 2 years later, I moved to Saudi Arabia for 20 years. End of my high school, I actually moved to Malaysia to do my bachelor. First learn English.
Yeah.
And then did my bachelor, my master's, and I worked there for a year. And then I moved to Qatar when my family came here because opportunities here are great. So I thought I can find a job
So
here.
you're a real expert, kind of.
Yeah, so I'm international.
Yeah, you're an international child.
I'm an international blood.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But why computer science?
Computer science, it was, it was my dad's more of pushing me towards it. It's a great field where it has a lot of opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
Computer science, honestly, it opens up doors for you. And as much as I was not a child who grew up, I want computer science, but I grew into it, and I would say it opened up a lot of
All
opportunities.
right, you grew into it. So what
Yeah.
did you want to be?
I wanted to be a doctor.
Okay.
But my dream was always to teach.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is why I was able to adapt in whatever field. In the end, I want to teach whatever I learn. Doctor, because I have so much passion about helping people.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was initially it. Circumstances changed. I did computer science.
Okay, you did computer science.
And then I continued because I found the doors that can take me elsewhere. And computer science literally can go into any other field, whether it's education or even business. Like I created my business right now with the help of some computer science background, as well as some entrepreneurship throughout some programs. And beyond that, computer science teaches you more of problem solving.
Yeah.
So this is why I feel like any problem now, if we can't solve it by material, we can solve it by technology. Run the program.
Very good.
It solves it.
Very good. No, because, I do a lot of talks at schools, and, the main concern for, children is, they do have this pressure from parents that, they have to go into medicine or they have to go into engineering.
Mm-hmm.
But what I say is, okay, do that, but then, you've got that qualification, and then you can go on to do whatever you want to do. And a lot of people do that.
That's true. So that's exactly what I did. I went, although computer science is to me is more powerful in our current generation.
Absolutely,
time,
yeah, for sure.
Than, for example, just medicine. But if you're completely only passionate about that, there you go for it. But my word, because I do talks to schools, so maybe we need to go together next time.
Absolutely.
When I go to schools, I see the same stigma up till today. Kids are more pushed to go for medicine, not because they love it, just because parents think it's the best thing.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And if you actually come to see the statistics, now we have a high supply for medicine, but very low, not low demand, but not enough positions as much as computer science. You have a high demand, barely 15% supply so far.
Yeah.
Whether in the region or in the world.
Yeah.
So this is why computer science, I think, is powerful.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, the way technology is moving forward, and at a fast rate as well.
That's true. And it solves anything. Right now, any field has computer science.
Yeah.
Business now, all the new businesses are basically develop a new solution that enables people to do it easily, and no one does it better than mobile apps, right?
Yeah.
So, for example, Uber, Airbnb, you get all these new startups that became within 5 or 10 years. The most expensive privately owned company is actually a mobile app.
Yeah.
And you don't need to be an app developer, by the way, to create a mobile app. Right now, there are drag and drop tools.
Oh, really? There's
drag and drop. Yeah. Bless the new generation. They got it easy.
No,
they just
absolutely.
need to go towards it.
Well, it was like when websites first came out. It was just
yes, when
really?
we learned website, it was like you can spend a month to come up with a website.
But now you can drag and drop,
hour or two.
which is great.
Yeah, it's very simple.
So obviously your product is very related to computer science.
It's STEM, not computer science. No, that's not true. It's more of STEM. But see, part of what I'm passionate about is influencing the generation, right? So in my main job right now, I'm trying to influence the higher level students in school, so high schoolers. But in a long term, to be honest with you, you need to start from the bottom. So the younger ones, 3 years old, 4 years old, after primary. You change their mindset, make them aware of what's theirs and how much knowledge is important. And you got to change the world. And this is why my product, Burroy, maybe I should bring it here, is a box that actually tries to change. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that. Look, you're jumping ahead.
I'm sorry.
Calm down.
I'm passionate about it. But this is why it's not computer science. It's pretty much solid.
Well, this is it. This is why I want to find out. But okay, so you went into computer science, and then after that, what was your first job?
My first job was a team manager and a system analyst.
Okay.
So I used to manage projects for software development. So we used to come up with solutions for companies, whether government or private companies. This was in Malaysia.
Yeah.
And I had to do the requirement analysis. I had to manage the team in order to actually deliver requirements for our clients.
Okay.
That was my first role.
And how long?
1 year.
Okay. And then
I moved here.
And
throughout the end of that year, I spent 4 months jobless. Not a nice thing.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was not. No.
Yeah.
But then after that, I became a teacher in a school here, Al Arqam Academy. It's an international school.
And you were teaching?
I was teaching computer science.
Obviously, yes.
Yes, for middle school and high school. And it was fun, to be honest with you. I think it was one of the most challenging yet beautiful experience I had. Because teaching... Again, I'm passionate about teaching.
Yeah.
But not only that, teaching takes a lot of effort, but to me, it's the most rewarding thing. Because I tell you now, I see my kids in university. I call them kids, by the way. I don't know how accurate is that. They're not kids anymore. But I see them in university, and they, out of nowhere, hey, Miss Nour! I'm like, what? And then you'll find a kid that you taught 4 years ago already in first year in university, and it melts my heart.
Yeah, that must be very rewarding.
Yeah, and what's better than that is when I tell you, by the way, guess what I went for? I'm like, well, computer science.
So you inspire them.
Yes, I would want to believe so. Yeah, I'm hoping that I can actually change people's mindset on computer science is just a backup plan. It's more of, it opens up door. And I tell everyone, even if you're not passionate about it, don't take it. Don't take something you're not passionate about. But learn the skill.
Yeah.
It's something similar to you're not passionate about using phones and mobile apps and all these things. Fine. You don't like technology, but you need it because it enables you, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with a lot of other fields in this world. You know, you have to, even if you are a doctor, right now, it will make your life a lot easier if you just use a system that compiles all your data and runs the analysis for you.
Absolutely, yeah.
Other than going through papers. So this is what I want to change. So whether they come and tell me they took computer science or not, I'm happy to just inspire people to make a change about the world using what they have, which is technology.
So are you still teaching?
No, that was only for 2 years.
That was for 2 years?
But that was a long 2 years. After that, I was hired by Carnegie Mellon University in Qatar.
Yeah.
I was hired to focus solely on...
Would you stop hitting the...
Yeah, sorry. I'm not used to having things in front of me. All right, yeah. I'll... Okay, so
it's good that you're close to the microphone.
As you said, come closer. Just not too close.
But...
hands down, probably like you. Okay.
No, it's fine. Just underneath the microphone.
Carnegie Mellon hired me to focus on actually the part of influencing the student for computer science.
Yeah.
So this is why my role is an outreach coordinator for computer science. So what I do is I focus on carrying workshops throughout the year for high school students that will introduce them to computer science in various aspects. So one problem with computer science, most people think it's all about programming. It's a big screen with lines and you just sit
I would
and
have thought, absolutely.
Right? Don't you agree?
Not very exciting.
False. That's not true. So I don't know if you go beep. No, that's wrong. It's computer science. That is part of it. Just like in medicine, there are tools we use. Coding is a tool we use. We actually solve problems. That's the bigger part of computer science. How we solve them, you can design the algorithm, you can solve it theoretically, you can come up with the solution structure. And then later on, you can give the structure to someone who will build it for you in a code. So that's what computer science. So what we do in the workshops, we actually tell the student about this whole thing and we tell them, look, you can be the person who solves the problem and give it to someone who will develop the program for you, which is coding. And then the last stage of it is actually to implement it into hardware, whether it's a mobile app into mobiles or whether it's a machine, so robotics. So in the workshop, we actually do some problem solving. Part of the workshop is on paper, 3 hours, treasure hunt and fun stuff. And then after that, the other part, we teach them programming and we make them apply it on robots. And we get them really cute robots. I'm not sure if you're familiar with them, called Cosmo. They're really cute. Maybe next time I bring you one. They're really fun and interactive.
You should have done.
Should have. But didn't know that was about this.
I know. But I'm curious. Will, with the rate that AI is happening, will there always be that kind of process? Because
of course.
Surely if you have a problem, you could just go in the future with AI and go, oh yeah, no problem. Here's the solution. This is the product.
But that is not exactly it. Because number one, those small robots are AI based, by the way. They can recognize faces. They can differentiate pets, dogs, and cats. So they are built on top of the idea of teach kids a bit of AI because it's the big future, right?
Absolutely.
However, I can promise you that AI is never going to be perfect soon. Never.
No, not soon.
Yeah. But for that to happen, we need to actually still go through the process. And I can tell you what I think. I believe that the process will always be there because machines are smart and they can be only as smart as what we teach them. So if there's a new problem, you need to teach it to the program first or to your machine or your AI robot. So first, you have to understand it yourself. Design the algorithm for it to solve the problem, and this is a pseudocode. It's just it's a language, human language thing, and then design it using a code. Teach it to the computer. The computer will know. So the process, yes, it will always be there. So that's what we build our workshops on.
Okay, superb. And that's to entice them to go on to further education and
yes, and to tell them, computer science is about problem solving. And if you look around you in the world right now that we're living, it is true. All the problems we're trying to solve is not exactly paper-based.
No.
Everything is technology. And what we love about technology, it enables us to do it easier and reach out to more people. Another thing about it is students will be able to see that, I don't like programming because some students do programming in school. It's okay. You know how to do math. Math is problem solving. You know how to analyze. That's another skill set.
Well, that's what I was going to say. What are the skill sets for someone who's going to go into computer science? Is there a particular skill?
So you would easily probably succeed in computer science if you really know problem solving, or if you know how to critically think about the problems.
Okay.
Because whatever you face, I did that again, whatever you face, you'll be able to switch it into, okay, this is just a process of some tricky problem that I have. I'll look around it from a perspective that no one else is able to. Okay. So as a computer scientist, you will be able to do so. You know why though? Because when you are able to understand what technology can do actually, you can look at things differently.
Yeah.
When you don't understand how technology can serve you, you will never be able to look at the problem differently. It's like, no, I can solve this using this.
Yeah.
So that's the problem solving skill is actually one of the most crucial skills for a computer scientist. Another thing is, of course, if you come technically, what we ask for is math usually.
Yeah.
So, but again, math goes back to problem problem solving, critically thinking of things, delivering things in a fast, like the thoughts in a very structured and fast manner.
Yeah.
So those are the skills. Otherwise, you're not excellent in writing essays. That's fine. You're not outstanding in programming. That's fine. We have students who come to us never done programming.
All right.
Yeah. So, and they still manage to do it because we take them through it.
Okay.
You know, we build the base for them and they build on it.
Very good. So, all right. So when did the light bulb moment come for this product?
So this product, the light bulb, is actually a funny story. The co-founder with me, I know her sister, her friend. Me and her, she's a friend of mine. We were in a conference, and we were in a hackathon actually. And a hackathon, for those who might not know, what a hackathon is a competition that you try to come up with an idea based on a theme, and that idea should basically solve a problem. So something that people do in their field, but computer science enables it. So that's on that side. Some conversation was going on, something was happening, and then she's like, by the way, you know, this skill of solving a problem needs a lot more than that. We need to put that skill in the kids, in the children.
Yeah.
And then we were talking about how in our, because we both live here in Qatar, but the conference was abroad. We were talking about how the educational system here, we are still trying to learn how to influence the kids. That's number one. Number two, in education systems, it's known when something is entertaining and educational, has a better result, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
For sure, because you don't want to lose the kids. And a lot of us, we still follow that, just feed them the information.
Yeah. And it doesn't,
it doesn't work. So what happened is we were like, and she told me about this similar product is actually, it's well known around the world. In the UK, they have one. In Europe, they have one. In France, it's based in France, called Panda Box. There's Kiwi Box somewhere else. But they focus a bit differently. And we were thinking, you know, why can't we have a box that can have all these educational, but in the same time, fun activities? Parents are always tired after work.
Absolutely.
It's a normal thing. I mean, I salute all the parents who work and have children. So what happened is, even in the weekend, they're tired. If they want to spend time, they resort to the easy way out. So give them an iPad. Sit with them and just get coloring book, right?
Yeah.
Take them out to the park. Sadly, here we don't have a long time of good weather for the park. So you need more things to teach in the same time to play with your child. And another reason for people not to be coming up with creative ideas is it takes time to come up with the idea and then go buy the material. So we did that survey.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That conversation happened.
Yeah.
And then nothing happened for like 8 months
Well,
later.
how did you do the survey?
We asked people that we know, especially that I was a teacher, so I was able to
So you connected to...
everyone around me that I know. I knew at least 500 different parents that we... So
you're
ran
in a great
survey.
position, okay.
Yeah, so... and then what happened is, 8 months later, nothing happened. I was busy throughout doing my thesis, actually, at that time. So I disconnected myself a bit because I got busy. Then her sister... was in love with the idea, and she contacted me. She's like, look, we are going under Cubic, Qatar Incubator Center. And they were like, we want to actually go throughout the lean process, and we want to have this as our idea. And I told her, amazing. She's like, can you be part? Would you like? I was like, I'd love to, because I love education. So her sister told her about my passion about education, and that's how we came up with the idea.
So you've been through the Cubic.
Yes.
And how was that journey?
Amazing. Difficult, but amazing. So it's a long...
Nothing's easy.
Nothing is easy. 10 weeks were like a year long.
Yeah.
Because it was heavy, intense. There are a lot of points where we're like, okay, we're not going to make it. We're not going to make it.
And you both attended every session?
We are 4 in a team, actually.
Oh, 4. Wow.
So the first...
Well, how did the other ones come about?
So it was funny. So my co-founder, her name is Sana. She is the one who contacted me.
Okay.
She already knew Aisha, another co-founder. They knew each other. So they were a team. And then it so happened that there was Munira, the Qatari one, that was in the Lean program, but she was not with any idea. She was there to learn about Lean startups.
Okay, yeah.
And then because of a condition that a team to qualify, they must have a Qatari member.
Qatari partner.
So the coaches there, they told Nira, look, this team, they have a nice idea. go on, look into it. If you're interested, you can do it. And she also loved the idea. She fell in love with it. And it just happened. When things meant to be, they'll happen,
Absolutely.
they'll happen. So we became a team. We all fell in love with the idea. But I can tell you, there were so many moments that we almost gave up. We were like, we're not going to make it.
Okay, you've got a team of 4.
Yes.
What did each of you bring to the table?
So
and has that been like a learning curve as well?
It has been a learning curve. It's funny how 2 days ago we were only talking about it as a team. So we were blessed that each one of us had different skills that we crucially need. You have, because this is an educational box, 2 on the team, which is me and Aisha, are actually educators. We're teachers.
Oh, okay.
And Aisha worked more with preschool.
Oh.
She has a background with education, so it's perfectly fit. I have had training in creative ideas. It's more like creativity skills, such as teaching kids out of the box workshops, stuff like that. I've had training on that, so I was able to offer that.
Yeah.
On the other hand, me and her have no design skill. So Sana, the first person who she's a designer. That's her. So this whole design is actually her design, bless her.
Wow.
And then Munira, she's from a marketing and entrepreneurship background. That's her.
Yeah.
So it fits perfectly.
Perfect.
The funny thing is, when we were listing down what task can each one of us focus on, there were tasks that were listed, someone listed it because they thought this is their core from their background. Like Munira, she listed marketing and sales and then social media. And then naturally, because I love interacting with people on social media, I found myself doing it. And because I built the website as well, because my background, that's easy for me. I found myself, I took over that role.
Right.
In the same time, she found herself managing supplies and stuff like that. So we all kind of somehow aligned ourselves toward what's missing and what can we do and what can we excel in. So that's what we bring.
So no one's got upset that you're stepping on each other's toes
No. So far, no. But we're blessed. I love how we're so different. On the team, we're so different.
That's great.
Yeah.
And going through that cubic process, you came out the other end, and did you have someone invest in your product?
Yes. So the Lean program, it goes on for 10 days, and then there's demo day. Demo day basically is when you pitch your idea.
So did you all 4 pitch together?
2 of us.
2 of you.
So that's another skill that not all of us have.
No.
So me and Munira, we're able to present.
Okay.
And then the others would be the one who would support us in the back and do the sales and product during the presentation.
And how many people were there to watch your presentation?
Day?
Yeah,
demo day. It was huge.
Really?
It was huge. I think 500 people.
Wow.
But there were, I think, probably 10 different companies, or like QMB was there, or Redo was there.
Yeah.
So they are the one who judge. And then QDP. So they actually judged us, and we were selected to win. So they select out of 10. Thank you.
So when was that? When did that happen?
That was in May
of this year?
Yes. So 5 months ago. Whoa,
okay. And what did you get?
So but when you're selected, they give you access to 100,000 riyal to start producing or start actually bringing up your business. So by then it was a prototype.
Yeah. So you have nothing.
We had no sales. By then, we had no final product. We had just a prototype. We only had 150 followers on our social media. It was a tough time. And that's when we were like, okay, great, we made it. Because other startups, you'll find they have a lot of other things. But we believed in our idea. So believe of the idea is the first thing. And then they give you the support of coaching you for 3 months. But throughout the next 3 months, you need to develop yourself. And they will follow up with you. After 3 months, they do one more run. And they review you, and they will tell you after it if you pass, if you met some specific milestones that they set for you. If you have met them, then they will incubate you for 2 years.
Okay, so they give you the money of 100,000, and then you got 3 months to kind of prove yourselves that with their kind of support that you're ready.
Yep.
Okay.
And if you're not ready.
So in that 3 months, did you have to then?
So in the 3 months we rebranded. So the first name was the Blue Trunk.
Yeah, I saw
And
that on your Instagram. I
there,
thought,
yes.
what's Blue Trunk?
So the Blue Trunk was initially the name.
Was that
and-
something to do with an elephant or something? What?
Yeah, so we thought of that, like something cute, and we wanted that.
Yeah.
But then people didn't really link to it. It wasn't
No.
relevant, especially that we wanna start from here. It wasn't relevant.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, fine, we'll change it. So the first thing we did is we rebranded. We called it Burroy. Should I tell you what does Burroy mean?
Please.
So Burroy actually is a traditional term here, word.
Okay.
In Qatar as well as in the region. It refers to how in the old days, parents used to get the leftovers and the raw material. They gather them and they make toys for their kids.
Oh, wow.
So
Okay.
that's what is Burroy.
Nice.
So it goes to the Burroy word is used as, so if a kid comes and say, this is my Burroy, it's basically the small box that has the raw
Whatever.
material.
Yeah.
Whatever material. And then they play with.
Nice.
Similar what we used to play, like the rocks, and then we count these kind.
Yeah.
So that's what Burroy is. And even they use it yesterday, I got to know from one of the incubation coaches, he's a Qatari, and he said, we say he went bara, as in that's a verb. Burroy is the name.
Oh, okay.
So it's an actual term that's used.
Yeah.
The new generation doesn't know it. But hopefully we can bring it back.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're used to hearing that word.
Yeah, no. I
No.
mean, even when I ask young kids here, they were like, "What?"
Yeah.
But we'll bring it back. We'll bring it back. So
But
that's what
you're not marketing it to them really in a way.
No.
You're marketing it to the parents
Yes,
that
true.
would associate
Correct.
with the name.
Yeah. And
Okay, so you rebranded.
Yes, we rebranded. That was the
And?
first thing. And then we ran a survey because our product is hopefully in the future will target kids from 3 to 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But as a startup, we wanted to focus. So we ran a survey of which age group should we start with. So we start with 3 to 4. And that's when we decided that our first product will be on 3 to 4 years old. And then the next thing is we surveyed we kind of searched on what is a nice theme to start. We had a lot of ideas, but we decided to go with one theme, which is animals on the farm. It's a cute idea, and a lot of kids like it, right? Animals on the farm. I mean,
Yeah,
it's simple. It's a simple,
but in this region,
Yeah.
would they associate a farm?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Animals
No,
in general.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
a lot of kids, when you teach kids usually, you start with cat, dog, chicken, stuff like that.
Okay.
So, I mean, we didn't want to say animals in the desert. So we said animals
Well,
in the farm.
that's maybe why not a camel, an oryx?
So there will be.
Okay.
So there will be. That's for December box. We
You
have
have a
camels
ginger
and
camel.
oryx. We can
Ginger
have
camel?
ginger. Oh, now I see where you're going to. Yes, ginger
Why
camels.
not? Come
Why
on.
not? Why not? We'll
Make
have
him
it
a cute
orange.
character.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, why not? Maybe
Okay.
for the next one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Hopefully. I have to run that with my co-founders.
Run it by the team.
Yes,
Run it by the team.
we'll run them by the
Okay.
team.
So yeah.
And
so
then
you went for
after-
a nice.
Yeah, for
thing.
that. And that took some time because...
Did you do product testing with the kids?
So that's what we
Okay.
did. So initially we used to do product testing with the kids. And then we see, okay, this is too messy, this is too hard. So sometimes, because you don't want to frustrate the parents. You don't want to create a mess out of the activity.
No, it's like when my kids ask for the paint, it's just like, no, wait for mum to come.
Exactly. So we're like, okay, we need something neat and clean and simple but fun.
Absolutely.
So we started with that product testing, and then we kept evolving and changing and a lot of things. And then finally, when we came up with a set of, the box comes with 4 activities, but we came up with a set with 8. Just
Wow.
in case of the next stage, which is production. If something fails, we're like, oh, it's okay, this is a backup. We have another 7, we have another 6.
Yeah.
Until we actually finalized our the last one. Because the next thing is, production was hard for us. Because we're starting small. So we only started with 100 boxes, so 100 customers. And when you go to local suppliers, you say 100, they increase the price.
Yeah, they don't want to. Yeah.
No, or they don't want to do it. They
Yeah.
will do it for you a unit
Yeah,
price.
if it's 1,000, maybe.
Exactly.
But
So
not
everyone
100.
kept telling us, if you went to 1,000, we'll do it for you. I'm like, 1,000. And then we actually, after some time, we're like, should we do 1,000? But that was too risky.
Mm.
So we're like, never mind, we'll see from abroad. And everyone referred us to either India or China.
Yeah.
So we started producing for this first box we produced with India.
Yeah.
And the price completely dropped down. They were able to do up to 100 for some activities.
But how is that? How is that ordering from India? Because I know from just my experience of just designing a website, the communication is a bit slow, etc.
That is true. So that's something we faced.
Has that been frustrating?
Yeah.
And
We wanted to actually launch beginning of October. We launched kind of end of October to early November.
Okay, so you've had to be flexible because
Yeah,
of
we had. That was actually a call that we made in the beginning when we saw that there was a late in slow communication, miscommunication, disconnection of the communication. We decided, you know what, we cannot promise our customers anything. So we kept entertaining them by posting stuff. Or like, stay tuned. But there was no date.
It's coming.
Yeah, exactly. But there was no date. And we kept sending out, for example, fun facts, activities for the parents on our social media.
And was your social media building up over time as well?
Slowly. I mean, it was funny to see that in the beginning it was slow. As soon as we actually announced the coming of the new box, we jumped from 180 to 430 followers.
Wow, nice.
Within a couple of days.
That's super.
So that was nice.
Yeah.
So we know that the customers are there and they're waiting for the box.
Yeah.
It's just that people need to know that this is new. This is the first box, so we're still testing. It's a bit slow. Like we're learning. It's a learning curve.
Well, open the box.
Okay.
Let us know what's in the box.
The time has come.
Parent,
so I'll keep it here. So as a parent, you get this cute box with the name of the child. So this is personal.
It's quite a sturdy box as well, which is great because you need it to survive.
Exactly. Yeah. So we actually, that's part of the testing. We ordered a different material initially. And I reached here and like, so the co-founder, my teammate, she put it in her closet. A week later, when she brought it out, she's like, whoop.
Very good.
We'll change the box. So we changed the box. So the beautiful thing is if we personalize to your child's name. Okay. So this is for example, side. And then when you open it, you get a very cute story. So we even came up, I keep doing that for your microphone. Pardon me. We have a story that comes in Arabic and English. Okay. So part of the unique value of our box, what we offer, is we offer both Arabic and English,
which is great,
and this is for the region. Because when you buy educational and entertaining activities from online, majority that's with good quality is English. So this is why we thought, you know what, we have you Arabic market, we got you, and we designed this whole thing. I told you Sana is amazing. She designed all this. We came up with the storyline. We actually we ran it professionals. They actually gave us. They validated. Because I'm not certified, for example, to come up with content. I have the background. Yeah. I am a computer scientist. My colleague, my co-founder, my teammate, she is certified into the education field. But yet we wanted a writer, for example, an editor. Yeah. So we ran that by them. Nice. Qualified that, came up with the activities. So this is, for example, matching colors. And then a lot of the book comes with a story that teaches you about the animals on the farm, as well as other games. You get instructions here. So this is a list of all the games. See? Do you have children that are 3 to 4 years old?
No, I've got a 5-year-old, nearly 6, and
the next
a
box.
9-year-old.
Oh, a 9-year-old?
Yeah.
Oh. And then you get the activities. So all the activities are packed in a cute bag, right? And when they open them, now... Of course.
Is that a breathable bag? It's not plastic, is it?
No, it's not. It's breathable. Yeah, don't worry. We ran that as well by the safety.
Yeah, because you got to be careful with kids. They put anything in their mouth or they put anything on their head.
So that's part of the testing. So part of the testing is actually we had to certify from the safety side. So we did that as well. Okay, so validation of safety, it's all safe. Yeah. Even if I will tell you, we have an activity that needs sort of beads. So it's lacing. I'll start with that since you're talking about safety. And for that activity, we had to change it so much because this was cleared for 3 to 4 years old. Anything smaller, they can swallow. It was not cleared.
So it's great that you got a hole in the middle.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, so we had to do. So this is actually a lacing, for example. All the activities come with instructions.
But it's plastic.
Yes. What else? You're like, would it?
Well, no, I'm just thinking of the environment and,
that is true. So
there's
environment,
a huge thing about plastic.
That is
Although
true.
Lego is a big, huge company and it's still
and this one
producing
can be
in
used.
plastic.
I mean, this is...
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. You really don't like plastic.
The horse is...
Yes. So see, we got horses. So the idea here is when we created this game, yes, the idea says puts all the beads into the lace in one pattern. But then again, parents can actually teach the kid a lot more than that. So of course, color coordination, patterns, that's something they learn. So we actually, and another thing is we have ideas that we share it on our social media. You can bring paper, color with those colors and tell them to match. So this game that's very simple can be done differently in a lot of other ways. See all the colors, all the shapes. You can tell them what is this, and it's a chicken.
Yeah. Was there any thinking behind the colors for different animals? Or you just went, okay, we're going to have a blue horse and a green cow.
That was
there's no any psychological kind of...
So this is what we found. We found actually a variable in the market.
Okay.
It was so this one we ordered it from Amazon. It wasn't produced.
Okay.
We couldn't find any supplier that would produce these for us for any reasonable price. Yeah.
So these are all from Amazon?
Yes. So you can get these.
And the reason why they got a hole, apart from if the kid swallows, is the fact that you're lacing it up.
Yes, and you can make a necklace or whatever the child would love. And that would be one activity. I'll keep them like this so that we don't... there's enough space.
Yeah.
Now, we have a lot of activities.
So are you still in the 3-month probation, or you passed that?
No,
and now you're in the
2-year. So we just...
So that's why you're going into...
Yes.
So do you, after that 100,000, do you get more investment over those 2 years?
So we haven't gotten the terms and the condition for the next stage yet. We are waiting. That will be next week. So maybe if you host me again next week, I'll tell you.
Okay. Well, we can do a follow-up.
Yeah, or we do the follow-up. We can announce the world.
We'll put it in the show notes. Yes. They were successful.
So hopefully they will tell us in a few days.
Actually, when this goes out, it will be past that time. So yes.
Okay, perfect. So then you can write there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully I give you good news.
Well, fingers crossed.
Yes.
But it looks like a great product.
It is. It's fun. Look, me and you can even play this. I thought initially that it's too childish. Dominoes. Who does not love dominoes?
Oh,
right?
Everyone loves dominoes.
Exactly.
Especially when it's got pictures on it.
Exactly. So this is more like we teach them matching, but it's dominoes at the same time. So, and it's really fun. And this can be up to 4 players. We have enough cards for up to 4 players.
Okay.
So we also took in mind that the parents, siblings want to play along
and
with
these
the
are all
child.
being drawn by your...
Yes.
Nice.
Right?
Very good.
She's amazing.
She is amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's...
A lot of other games.
Okay.
So those are 2. Now, in each box monthly, you get 4 activities. For the first box,
but when you say monthly, so if I've got a 3 or 4 year old, I can order a different box each month.
Yes,
so
it will be a different theme every month.
How long will that last for?
So
how many themes will you...
That's a good question. So far...
Well, I'm just thinking of my cupboard. My wife loves to collect stuff, and we're running out of space as it is.
So we thought that mothers would love this, right? This material. They'll love it. I know. For one, I love this. I can keep a lot of things in here.
One, it isn't plastic, and 2, if they put it over the head, it's breathable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they love it for storing.
But they're storing the box, won't they? Or...
I know. This
or they could put,
actually.
Although I can see my wife, she'd put hooks up, and it would be all hanging off these hooks.
There you go. I should meet your wife. Probably should give me some ideas. For now, we're set for the next box, which is December box. We're aiming for the Qatar National Day. Okay. So the theme will be Qatar.
Nice.
And that box will be actually suitable for all age groups, even us. Probably we could come together and play. Yeah, okay. And we have really fun games that I don't wanna by mistake slip and tell you because.
Are you sure it's going to be for National Day? With your
hopefully,
delivery.
Yeah. We already started it.
Okay.
It's delivering end of this month actually, and we'll pack it up and start selling it. It will be in Darb al-Sa'i. If you know Darb al-Sa'i, yeah. Darb al-Sa'i is that exhibition that they hold near a said sport roundabout. It's a huge thing where every National Day.
Yes.
There. Yeah. We're gonna have a stand there where people can come.
Yeah, I've never been to that area.
Yeah, you should check it out.
I've always seen it.
It's a huge place, and it gets really crowded.
Yeah.
So we're aiming for that, hopefully, as well as preschools, as well as anyone.
And how many boxes are you ordering this time? 500.
Woo! From 100 to I know.
No pressure.
I don't feel it at all. The thing is, everyone in the committee was like, "Are you crazy?" Initially, we thought 1,000, and then I thought. Yeah, we can do it because I have been in Darb al-Sa'i every year so far. It's part of my job. And every day you can at least see 1,500 to 2,000.
Well, come on, you should have done 1,000.
Yeah, but then,
What about if you sell out? Are you going to have an empty store?
As a startup, I could live with a startup rather than wasting 500 boxes.
Well, true. So but I don't think you'll waste it.
We wouldn't. I believe strongly in this.
I believe.
But then still, I think we should... still take it.
Oh, you're taking it safe.
Yeah,
come on.
It's not safe.
Who's the risk taker in the group?
I think 500 was a risk because no one wanted to do 500. Everyone was like 200, 250.
Really? For that big event?
Because we didn't.
And how long is it? Isn't it over a week, or is it
a week.
just
This year it's a week.
Yeah.
The thing is, we also got excited because this box we managed to sell 70 boxes in 10 days, just by launching it. So I told them, come on, we can. But then let's see. We don't. Also, we don't want to
jump. You're going out on the podcast as well. It's just.
I know.
There's going to be a huge demand,
but
and international as well.
we will start shipping hopefully in a year. We still have to find our, settle our logistics. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, that's going to be,
Yeah, that's going to be a headache.
Yeah.
So once we're settled, hopefully.
And can people order online as well?
Yes. So our website is burroy.com.
And how's that gone?
It's going well.
I know we're running over time, but I'm just still curious. So,
I'm glad you're interested.
So, like the payment terms, how have you dealt with a local bank and stuff like that, or is it international?
We are yet to get online payments. We are doing
so it's
pay by
payment
delivery.
on delivery.
Yeah, but we hopefully when we're set and everything is working out well, we are doing it.
And who are you using locally to deliver?
So locally, the first box was delivered by us.
Oh, bless.
So we come to your
So you come with yourself?
Yeah, we're a startup with the whole meaning of it, right? Because to be honest with you, the prediction of our production costs increased by 30%. So we were not ready for that. So what we did is we took the things that we could do initially internally, like the development of the website was supposed to be done by a developer.
No,
We're
so
like, okay, never mind,
all.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I can do it. The delivery, instead of getting a pick and drop, for example, a third party, we're like, never mind, we'll do it.
So
we
there's four of you.
Yeah. So
Superb.
4 of us, we drive around and we deliver to your house.
And have you enjoyed this experience?
Yes, it was fun. It was fun, especially when you get feedback from your customers. So we get on a daily basis pictures and videos, parents ordering extra stuff. So yeah, it's nice. Also, we've gotten a response that honestly overwhelmed us.
Yeah.
We did not expect this much. The early learning, the Minister of Early Learning Center, they already got to know about it, and they said, "Come, we wanna talk to you about it." We said, "Yeah, sure."
Nice.
So it's nice. It's been nice.
And have you got the entrepreneur bug now? Are you looking at other?
Yes. I think it's a virus.
No, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's always nice to see a success, but and it will always, when you feel it, you want to do more. Right?
Yeah.
And you will always want to expand until you'll be hit by a wall, and then that's
no.
okay.
That was
you
the same with
it.
me when I started this company. I wanted to do so much stuff, and then the guys went, "No, focus on one thing, get that right, and then do something."
So that's
else.
where the 500 is coming from.
Okay.
So to focus, and rather than jump into conclusions, no, I can sell it. Prove to the market that you can sell a quality product, and then continue.
No. And are you looking to, when you slowly expand, to basically have this product produced here in Qatar?
Yes. So initially we thought it's too expensive, but as we are learning, we found places here that offer us almost the same price, especially that here's no shipment.
No, exactly.
So I mean, the box itself right now, it costs us out the same price with shipping from outside, the same price that we produce it here, as long as we are producing big numbers.
Yeah.
So the printing for the next boxes is actually done locally.
Nice.
This box was done from India, but the next one is from
that's
a local.
great.
Yeah. So that, and then in the future we're also Cubic is helping us find those printer press.
So they are very proactive in helping you.
Yeah, they are. Bless them. Yeah, they are really.
So all right, finalizing, moving forward, how do you see yourselves in the future?
Personally, or the
well, both.
Well, I see myself that I want to continue this. I wanna be able to first have this as a big product that goes to the world. Hopefully, ship around the world.
Yeah.
Start other companies as well. My long term is I want to be able to influence and change the educational system that we have here in the region or in the world. I want to change the perspective of education is boring. So that was also my dream since I was a teacher. I want kids to look forward to go to school. To look forward to go learn a skill or learn something. So this is where this comes from. This is where my passion of teaching or my outreach programs come from. So this is what I see in my long term plan.
Nice.
Personally, I hope I can find the future children actually come to me like, oh yes, let's do this without us pushing them to do it.
No, it'd be nice if they come back and say, "Oh, I remember playing with these toys and
exactly.
learning. It just inspired me, or just opened my mind."
I want to start hearing, "Oh, did you get your Burroy?"
Yeah.
So I want that. I want that. Hopefully, so this is what me and my team want. So hopefully, and I want to own my own institution. Maybe call it Burroy Institution.
Okay. Superb.
Yes, maybe. Yes. So that's how I see myself.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, Nour, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's been very enlightening, and I wish you all the success in the world.
Thank you very much.
And,
Thank you
anytime that you've got any updates or any time that,
we'll keep
there's
in
a
touch.
new box for a new age group.
Yes. So the new age group will be launched with the subscription model. So our themes will be ready by March.
Superb.
January, February, we'll take a downtime where we will focus on doing a pipeline procedure where everything is done simultaneously and in a parallel level as well. Whatever can be done will be done. March, we promise you, hopefully, we will have the 3 themes ready and you can subscribe, and for all the age groups.
Okay.
So your child, 5 years old, 9 years old,
Yeah.
Yes.
Great.
I'll be happy to hear from you then.
Absolutely. You'll get my feedback.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Nour.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching. Wish you all the best for the next week. Take care.